Imagine a home that doesn't just sit on a hill, but actually becomes a part of it. Nestled along the steep tropical slopes of Peninsula Papagayo in Costa Rica, Casa Continuum is a masterclass in what the architects call essential architecture. Instead of dominating the coastline from the highest ridge, this home cascades down the terrain in a series of terraced levels, dissolving into the surrounding tropical dry forest. By blending raw concrete, warm local wood, and natural stone, it creates a continuous journey where the boundaries between comfortable indoor living and the wild Pacific coast completely disappear. The journey begins from high above, where the residence is barely visible, tucked into the thick, wild canopy of the coastal dry forest. It sits just back from a sweeping beach of dark sand and crystal clear water, showing just how deeply the home is integrated into the peninsula. By stepping the building down the steep hillside, rather than building a towering monument on top of it, the architecture pays respect to the coastline, letting the landscape dictate the flow of the home. Gliding closer, the clever design of the flat roofs comes into view. Rather than using harsh, reflective materials, the architects topped the structures with lush, living green roofs planted with local grasses. This design choice not only helps the house blend seamlessly into the forest canopy when viewed from above, but it also provides natural insulation, keeping the home cooler in the tropical heat. You can see how the pool area forms a cool blue oasis nestled right between the main living wings. Looking at the home from the hillside, the cascading structure becomes clear. It is built as a series of stacked, open terraces that seem to emerge naturally from the slope. The warm wood cladding and earthy tones of the concrete mimic the tree trunks and soil of the dry forest. This layout ensures that every single level has a direct connection to the outdoors, making the building feel less like an imposition and more like a natural rock formation. From this higher vantage point, the organic geometry of the green roofs becomes a key feature. The grasses are planted in curving, contoured patterns that mimic the natural ridges of the hillside, softening the building's modern angles. Below these planted rooftops sits a spacious, stone-paved driveway. This arrival courtyard acts as a quiet, sheltered transition zone, tucked away from the coastal winds and framed by the forest. Approaching the main ocean-facing facade, the home opens up completely. A long infinity pool stretches across the middle terrace, mirroring the blue of the sea and sky, while clean stone tiling provides plenty of space for outdoor lounging. The upper level features bedroom suites that open onto a long, shared balcony with glass railings, protected by operable wood shutters. On the lowest level, a cantilevered wooden deck floats right out over the forest floor, offering a peaceful spot to sit among the treetops. At the main entry level, the focus is on texture and privacy. A wide, paved courtyard is defined by a curved stone-textured wall on the left and smooth, board-formed concrete garage doors on the right. Vertical wooden slats screen the entrance, filtering the sunlight and providing privacy while allowing cooling breezes to pass through. This setup creates a secure, warm welcome before you step inside the home. Stepping beyond the front door, you enter a semi-outdoor courtyard corridor that feels like a quiet sanctuary. A beautiful cantilevered concrete staircase floats above a calm reflection pool,
where plants rest in low, circular bowls. To the right, large glass sliding doors slide back to connect this airy courtyard directly to the indoor dining and kitchen areas. It's an open-air transition space that encourages you to slow down and enjoy the natural elements as you move between levels.
Moving inside, the formal dining room offers a cozy, intimate environment for family meals and entertaining. A long wooden dining table and matching high-backed chairs sit on warm stone flooring under a wood-paneled ceiling. A dark, textured accent wall showcases a vibrant, colorful abstract painting, while sculptural, wavy wooden pendant lights hang overhead. These organic light fixtures echo the flowing shapes of the forest outside, softening the clean architectural lines of the room. Outside on the main terrace, the infinity pool becomes a mirror for the sky. Plentiful lounge chairs and market umbrellas line the deck, creating a resort-like atmosphere that is perfect for taking in the coastal views. A textured natural stone wall stands behind the pool deck, grounding the modern steel columns and the glass-railed balconies above. The warm, low-angle light highlights the textures of the stone and wood, making the outdoor space feel incredibly inviting. Moving up to the elevated walkways, you get a clear view of the home's layered layouts. To the left, a textured tile concrete wall captures the sunlight, while glass railings keep the corridors feeling open and connected to the central courtyard. Below, the floating concrete stairs and reflection pool are visible, shaded by a large slatted steel pergola. This metal structure filters the intense tropical sun, casting linear patterns of light and shadow over the open-air hallways. The floating concrete staircase is a sculpture in itself, doubling back on a landing as it connects the cascading levels. Raw stone walls provide a rustic backdrop, highlighting the clean finish of the steps. The upper corridors are wrapped in warm wood screens and folding shutters, allowing you to easily adjust privacy and shade. The courtyard's reflection pool below is dotted with concrete planters, reinforcing the home's commitment to weaving nature into every corner. Walking along the upper corridor, the design creates an enchanting sensory experience. Rhythmic vertical wooden louvers stand on one side, filtering the direct sunlight and casting beautiful linear shadows across the light-colored floor. Smooth, circular concrete columns support a warm wooden ceiling, while a glass railing keeps the corridor open to the courtyard below. It is a design that celebrates natural materials and the play of light throughout the day. Looking across the walkway, you can see how the private bedroom wings are separated for peace and quiet. Each suite opens to its own balcony area, finished with vertical wooden slats that act as privacy screens. Potted palms and lush vegetation sit on the balconies, while the golden grasses of the green roof wave gently above. This layered composition shows how the architecture keeps the focus on nature, creating a sense of being suspended in the forest. Inside the bedrooms, the design is intentionally minimal to let the ocean views take center stage. Large sliding glass doors open completely to the Pacific, bringing the sea breeze and the sound of waves right into the room. To control the light, dark louvered screens can be folded shut. When closed, they filter the bright coastal sun and cast delicate patterns across the dark stone floors and simple woven rug, creating a serene, shadowed retreat.
A wider view of the bedroom highlights the simple, built-in wooden cabinetry and desk area under a wall-mounted screen. The room features a side window looking out to the forest, offering a dual view of both green trees and blue water. The sliding doors lead directly to a private balcony with comfortable seating, where the sun filters through the louvers. It is a room designed around the daily rhythm of light, providing a front row seat to the changing coastal sky. The attention to detail in the private spaces is exquisite. The bed features a unique headboard made from a mosaic of small, textured wood and stone tiles in a checkered pattern, adding rich tactile detail to the room. Beside the bed, a custom pendant light crafted from concrete and wood hangs over a built-in wooden nightstand. Rhythmic shadow lines from the window screens wash over the clean white linens, emphasizing the slow, relaxed pace of life on the peninsula. The master bathroom is designed as a peaceful, spa-like sanctuary. A clean, freestanding white bathtub sits against a wall covered in vertically lined beige tiles, with a recessed niche keeping products out of sight. On the right, a minimalist vanity is paired with a raw concrete wall and matte black shower fixtures. Glass partitions divide the zones without blocking light, keeping the space bright, airy, and connected to the home's modern aesthetic. The connection to the surrounding landscape is maintained even in the shower. The shower space features a minimalist chrome head set against board-formed concrete and a glass divider that opens to the outside. Looking through the glass, you have a direct, unobstructed view of the Pacific Ocean and the rolling peninsula hills. A ledge planted with wild golden grasses acts as a natural green screen, making you feel as if you are showering in the middle of a forest clearing. Stepping outside onto the upper-level terrace, a spacious wooden deck acts as an open-air living room. It's furnished with simple gray lounge chairs and a small table, making it a perfect spot for morning coffee or sunset watching. The deck is nestled directly into the rooftop garden, surrounded by soft green and golden grasses. This area showcases how the house turns every flat surface into an opportunity to connect with the coastal environment. Looking along the roofline, you can appreciate the rich variety of textures used on the exterior. The walls are finished in a warm, ochre-toned concrete with vertical ribbing that catches the light and mimics the tree trunks around it. Beside the wall, the green roof cascades down the slope in terraced layers, planted with a mixture of low-lying ground covers and soft grasses. In the distance, a metal pergola canopy and a concrete staircase link the different building levels. From a higher viewpoint overlooking the ocean, the full mastery of the home's terrace design becomes clear. The concrete volumes step down the slope, each roof acting as a platform for a lush garden of golden grasses. This tiered arrangement ensures that every room has an open view of the ocean and the coastline, while a slotted metal pergola provides shade to the balconies below. It's a wonderful example of building with the landscape rather than on top of it. A close-up of the facade materials shows the careful craftsmanship that went into the construction. The foundation is built from a rough, textured gray stone block wall, providing a sturdy, grounded base that feels connected to the earth. Above it sits the cantilevered upper level, finished in a fluted, vertically ribbed concrete that adds a modern texture. In the background, vertical wood slats wrap around the windows, illustrating how these natural materials come together to create a rich, tactile exterior.
As dusk settles, the home glows like a warm lantern nestled within the dark forest. The interior lights shine through the expansive glass walls, highlighting the open floor plans and the warm wood ceilings inside. From above, the contoured grass patterns on the roofs stand out against the evening shadows, and the home seems to dissolve completely into the hillside, with the quiet Pacific shoreline stretching out under the twilight sky. Ultimately, Casa Continuum is much more than a beautiful luxury retreat. It is a lesson in how modern design can live in perfect harmony with nature. By prioritizing raw, textured materials, terraced levels that follow the steep landscape, and living roofs that blend with the canopy, the architects have created a sanctuary that honors its tropical home. It shows us that we don't have to choose between modern comfort and presenting the wild beauty of the environment. With a little creativity and respect, we can have both.